When silence becomes dangerous. I want to speak plainly about domestic violence. Too many people still call it private business. Too many people still say that's their business and it's between them. Too many people still treat abuse as if it's a rough patch or a rough season in a relationship. But domestic violence is not private when somebody is living in fear. It's not private when threats are involved. And it's not private when silence can cost somebody their life. Let me put 3 stories in front of you. In July 1990, Tracy Fogarty Hayden, went out with friends to a bar. She was 29 years of age. She was estranged from her husband, Timothy. What should have been a normal night out became a tragedy when he stabbed her to death in that bar. Later, his insanity plea was rejected, and he was convicted of first-degree murder. Then there's Lene. She was trying to move forward with her life. She had filed for divorce. She had even gotten a protection order. But in 2012, her estranged husband, John, forced his way into her home. He stabbed her to death, and her boyfriend was attacked as well, but he survived the attack. She had taken steps to move forward. She had even taken steps to move towards safety, but the danger was still real. Then there's Rebecca. She was separated from her husband and going through a divorce when she was murdered in a said city. Her estranged husband was later convicted of murder and sentenced to life. Again, the same pattern. A relationship ending, a woman trying to move on, and a man who refuses to let go of control. 3 women, 3 stories, 3 warnings. And the warnings are clear. Abuse does not always stop when the relationship ends. Sometimes that is when it becomes most dangerous. That is why domestic violence must be reported by people who know that it is happening. Because abuse often gives warning signs before it turns deadly. It shows up in threats. It shows up in jealousy. It shows up in stalking. It shows up in controlling behavior. It shows up in fear. Research on intimate partner homicide has identified major danger signs like threats to kill, weapons, escalating violence, and even strangulation. So when people know that someone is being abused, silence is not kindness. Silence is not neutrality. Silence can become danger. Now, reporting must be done wisely, not recklessly. Some victims fear retaliation, and every situation must be handled with safety in mind. But doing nothing is not the answer. If someone is in immediate danger, call 911. If they are living in abuse, help connect with an advocate, a shelter. Help connect them with a hotline. And let me say this to you, church, the church at large. Prayer matters, but prayer is not a substitute for protection. Scripture matters, but Scripture must never be used to send somebody back into danger. Remember these names: Tracy, Lene, Rebecca. These are not just stories. These are warnings. When somebody is being abused, we cannot afford to look the other way. I'm Carlos T. Brown Sr., pastor of Word of Life Ministries International, here in Collinsville, Illinois. Word of Life is in partnership with Open Source's Mission Response Project. The goal is to make more people understand the problem and take action. Come to Word of Life and heal. The doors are open to everyone because silence is dangerous. I'll see you soon.